Hello, welcome to a very special edition of No Choftes. This is a pre-game analysis of our game against Othello later today. Usually I do this for the members, but I figure, well, there are people that don't really know what Stel does in the members area. Even now, people still don't know. So I figure, let me give you guys this one for free. It's going to be the last analysis free for 2023 anyway. I might do a couple next year. I might do. But before we get cracking, got a brief message from one of the podcasts that we've had on our platform for a few months. Check it out. There you go. Footballholics CY are on our network. Watch their recent episodes. It's fantastic. I mean, it's all in Greek for you guys as well, which is even better. So you have to put up with any English-speaking content. Speaking of content, as I announced in the members area the other day, starting from Monday, we will have another Omonoia podcast on the network. Yep. Green Balls will be joining the family. So not only will you have No Choftes in English and in Greek, you're going to have Green Balls in Greek. So there you go. I can't say fairer than that. Now, I don't want to make another announcement because it's not been confirmed, but I am currently talking to a former Premier League player, a league champion, an FA Cup winner, hoping to do a podcast with him. It won't be my face on it. It will just be him talking. And he'll be talking about the club that he used to play for. It's a big club in the Premier League. I'm sure you lot would have heard of that club anyway. But I can't say anything else because nothing's been confirmed. So until then, I cannot do anything. So anyway, this is live, by the way, as you guys are probably aware of. And this is an analysis of our opponent's Othello. So again, for the members that are watching, you guys know the drill. I bring up the footage and I bring up these little cute arrows and that kind of shit. So yeah, this is effectively what we're going to be doing. And if you want to join, it's our membership, 99 cents a month. Before I get started again, sorry, I forgot to mention, how dare I. Tonight, when we do the review of the game, we're going to do our big giveaway for the members. So if you are a member, you will be in with a shout of winning a prize. So the first prize is a signed Omonoia shirt. The second prize is a cash prize. So we can send it through Revolut or Travesa Kipro, as Pedro will tell me. He can sort that out because fuck knows what to do there. In the UK, you need IBAN numbers and then they fucking charge you. Wild. And the third prize is going to be 3 prizes, one for each third prize when it's going to be on Omonoia. Sorry, No Choftes merchandise. No Choftes merchandise. So there you go. I think I've got that one all right. I haven't even written notes, so it's just up here. And my brain is like a lava lamp. It's cold as well. It's icy. I don't operate when it's cold, but whatever. Hade. Shut up, Stel. Get on with the analysis. Okay, so what do we know about Othello? I don't know if you lot actually watched the Barathilima. And I don't really know if you guys care too much about Othello. Don't get it twisted. While they are in our league, they're not particularly good. And I said this before the Ayers game and it blew up in my face. But this team is the epitome of how not to defend. And straight away, from this first 2 or 3 frames, it bugs me. Ball watching, not doing the basics. Not doing the basics. And this is what kind of made us come unstuck up until recently. Not doing the basics. Okay? Well, what's one of the basics? Ball watching. Check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4 players, 5 players, 6 players, too busy watching the ball. They're not looking at what is around them. Jairo, is that Tankovic? I'm not sure. I don't know who the fuck that is. But you got 3 players in the penalty area, and not one defender is looking at the man off the ball. They're all looking at the ball. And this is what they do very, very well. I got to give them their flowers for this. You know, they're very, very good at ball watching. And you're going to see a lot of this. You're going to see a lot of this. And I fully expect them to do that against us. Bale, another passage of play. It's all the same shit. They're all ball watching, with the exception of one player who's 1v1 here. But the rest of them, look at the ball, look at the ball, look at the ball, look at the ball. Even this guy on the edge of the box is not looking at the man making the late run. All looking at the ball. Another one there. How many plays is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players watching the ball and 1 player that's marking. If we're not getting at least 3 goals against this team tonight, given the way that we've been playing recently, I don't know what to tell you lot. Honestly. I honestly don't know what to tell you lot. These lot are just poop defensively. They're bad. Really, really bad. This was against Buffalo, by the way. And again, you could say it's Buffalo, it's the opponent. They move the ball well, yada, yada, yada. I get it. But Buffalo, to be fair, in my honest opinion, I don't really think they're all that. I really don't think they're all that. So Buffalo should have had about 10 or 11 goals in this one, you know? And the thing is with Othello, not only do they ball watch, the tracking of runs is 0 or limited. That's another thing. When a man's on the ball, they stand off. They stand off. They let them pass the ball around them. Yes, you could say they're organized. They're in a line defensively, and the defenders know which position to be in. But Christ, the running off the ball, they don't track. They don't look at the runner. They're too busy watching the man on the ball. They stand off. And this is another thing. They stand off. They let you shoot. There you go. Standing off again. Don't track the runner. Don't even make an attempt to win the ball. Here we go. Standing off. Give Jairo the freedom of buffer. I mean, you know, just let him make a café while he's standing there. Make a frappe. Get his hemo out. Look at this. I mean, you cannot let Jairo stand in the box on his own, unmarked. He's going to hurt you. But again, standing off, little effort to win the challenges. They can't cope with movement off the ball as well. Don't forget, look at this. Ikoko's just ran in behind, put the ball across the face of the goal. There you go, ball over the top. Right, this is stuttering a little bit because when I recorded it, it was fucking about. But as you'll see, in transition, they're not particularly good. They stand off. There's no willingness to go to the man. The goal scorer there, he's just unmarked. This distribution from the goalkeeper is poop. I don't know what is going on here. Should I go into this game thinking that we're not going to win? It's not complacency. I mean, look at this. Abdul Salamov has got a score, but he doesn't. And look at this. You could say 10 minutes to go. They're committing men forward because they want to get something out of it. But look at this. There's 3 men in the box. And I still don't even know how Buff haven't scored this, in all fairness. It's fucking about. But it's just backing off. There's no urgency. You know, they're just inviting them to shoot. It's statuesque. This is against Ayers. You know, they're slow to react. And then when they do react, they're sloppy and they give away a penalty. I mean, this one wasn't even given. I don't know how that wasn't a penalty. But again, they're running off the ball. They're standing about. The goalkeeper decides to come out and win the ball, but he concedes a penalty. That one was given. But Bale, one challenge comes in. Look at this. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. Backing off. Let him shoot. It's fine. Let him shoot. If they do that against us, we're going to rip them to shreds. This is against Doxa. How the fuck Doxa didn't win this? I don't know. The goalkeeper's just thrown a ball to him. Bale, backing off. Let him shoot. They can't deal with a lot of things. You know, late runs in the box. Can't deal with it. Bale, backing off. Let the guy shoot. If that's what they're going to do against us, boys and girls, then I've got no worries whatsoever. No worries whatsoever. But it's down to us to create these opportunities. I'm expecting Othello to get men behind the ball. I'm expecting them to try and frustrate us in here. It's on the counter-attack. Because this is what clubs do against us, especially in the bottom half of the table. All of them have done it to us this season, with the exception of Ayers, who started on the front foot. And yet we still managed to score 3 goals. All right, we conceded 3. But I'm looking at Othellos' back line here. And this isn't a disrespect to them. But this is what I keep saying about the Cypriot League. Defenders can't defend. They can't do the basics. As I mentioned, ball watching, limited tracking, 0 attempt to win the ball, not watching runs in the box, blindsided by late runs. And yeah, people say to me, well, it's the quality. It's the quality. Yeah, you can say it's a quality. But then when I look at other teams, you could probably say Borison, Urosevic, top-notch defenders. Musunda's getting better. Yago's good. That's Ari. Them lot with Crespo and Petrovic, they're good defensively. Dvali, when he comes in, he does well, I think anyway. Ekbolo's okay, but given that performance against Anotos the other day, he can't fucking head the ball. Who else? Aik with their defenders with a total combined age of 786. They can't defend either. So if the big clubs, let's say two out of the fucking 8 big clubs in Cyprus, I've got defenders that can defend. What does that tell you about the teams that are down at the table, down at the bottom of the table? If we are not pamming these guys today, there's a problem. If we're not getting 3 or 4 goals against these guys today, there's a problem. And this isn't me putting pressure on our players. It's a fact. It is an utter fact. This team is dog shit. And this might even come back to bite me on the arse. We might lose 1-0 tonight. And people say to me, you underestimated them. No. I'm looking at how they've been defending since this head coach has taken over. They can't defend. You got to get bodies back. And then what? Stand around. Can you imagine if they defend against us like Ethnigo did? The way that Loizu played on the right, the way that Alium was drifting out, the way that Matthews was overlapping. Can you imagine if Cipriano starts overlapping or whoever plays today? Semedo needs to get 2 goals at least today, man. I'm sorry, if we don't beat these guys, Xausto. Because I keep saying we ain't going to win the league because we drop points against the smaller teams. And Pedro's in the chat. I know Pedro, happy birthday. Nazis Pedro Moore. Pedro has reached a milestone birthday, 50 years old. Like Adostisis. So, Pedro will be telling me, we can still win the league. You need to be positive. I'm a positive person, but I'm a realist as well. If you're not beating teams like Othello, who defend like that, forget it. Anyway, on to the next clip. I've only got one more clip, I promise. And this one is, I've done it again, haven't I? Let me bring it up again. Fuck's sake, Stel. Xibna Rebelle. SOS, also known as shoot on sight. And this is what they do very well. They've got a lot of wannabe heroes in this team. A lot of wannabe heroes. Because what they'll do, they'll get the ball from range, give them half a yard of space, and they'll just try and shoot. This is on a counter-attack. And I'm seeing this one. I'm like, look up. Pass it. No. I want to be a hero. I need a hero. This is what they do. Shoot on sight. Don't give them half a yard because they'll shoot. Doesn't matter where they shoot from. This is a free header. That's a good save, actually. He tipped it onto the crossbar. But again, with this club, they shoot on sight. Give them half a yard and they'll shoot. More often than not, they'll get it on target. In all fairness, they're pretty decent with shooting. So we can't obviously underestimate them. And they've got some very good players. I like the Romanian lad. I forget his fucking name. That's how good he is. But again, as I said, they will try to shoot on sight. Like this striker here. He's got no chance of fucking scoring, but he's going to try and swing his boot at it. But he plays it to the Romanian and puts it in the top bin. But so we can't let them shoot, obviously. And remember what Peklivani did against us the other day? We gave him time on the ball to shoot. And we can't do that. All right, this is against Doxa, and you can say Doxa are shit. But even still, if a player is able to shoot from range or shoot on sight, they're going to do it. And this is what they do very well. This guy, 2 touches, takes it into the inside, puts in his right foot and shoots. But once again, one of his teammates was on the right-hand side. Completely ignored him. That's a good finish. So the warning signs are there. The warning signs are there. This is a team that when they get an opportunity to shoot, they're going to take it. You're not going to see intricate passing. You might see 5 or 6 passes from them in the final third, and they're going to try to get a shot away. It's going to be down to us to shut them down, to block the shots, to block the avenues, to block their lanes. I don't want us to go into this gung-ho mentality like we did against Ayers. We need to be disciplined defensively. And even if it means them having the ball for a set period of time, fine. Because they've got mistakes in them. I'll be surprised if they're able to string more than 15 passes in one stage. And that's including passing it across the back four. I'm going to count it, actually. The amount of times Othello passed the ball around. How many passes? I make notes. In fact, just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up, let me get my notes up from the last game. Just to show you how much effort goes into these analysis videos. That's one page, Ethnigo. That's another page, Ethnigo. These are all Ethnigo, by the way, so I don't need to say Ethnigo. 3 pages, 4 pages, 5, 6 pages, and yeah, and a bit. So that's a lot of note taking during games, and that's how I get these analysis videos set up, because I put timestamps when a pass was made, when we attacked down the right hand side, when we had a corner, where there was a misplaced pass, where there's an opportunity to pass it in triangles, but we didn't do it. These are all the things that I do, and it's long, but I do it during the game. So that way it helps with my emotional intelligence as well. So I don't get over-invested and end up throwing shit at the television or screaming the fucking house down. And I'll be like, yeah, this is where we made that mistake. And this is what allows me at half-time to get the footage to put something together for the end of the game. Timestamps, it's important. So, yeah, there's a lot of shit that I do. And it all goes in the members area. And what you just saw was just a taster of what I get into. You wait, if you subscribe, if those members that are watching, how in depth I go in certain games, like for example the Apollon analysis and the Anorthosis analysis. Even the Ethnigo, to be fair, the Ethnigo one was long. I mean, how long was that? Half an hour? Fucking hell. But anyway, let me just bring out some comments. Brunch pre-games are the best. Thank you, Andrea Moore. Thank you, my guy. So no choftes with green balls and green balls without choftes. It is. There you go. We could have no chof balls. No green chof balls. Ooh. Oh, hello. Pedro is getting a birthday present tonight. What is he getting? Is he getting a lap dance? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, he's being all right. Alex, good morning, everybody. Appreciate the pre-game information. Nothing but a win today should be accepted. We can't lose more points to be in the hunt for the title. Happy birthday wishes for Pedro. Alex Moore, nothing else but a win is acceptable. I agree. And again, this is not me being this arrogant person. I'm not saying we're the best out there. Far from it. But looking at the way that we play, looking at the players that we have, and I'm just going to say this, right? I firmly believe we have the squad depth and quality to win the league. I firmly do. And if we bring in a striker in January, it takes us to another level. Okay? But the problems are twofold. Mentality, as you've seen this season, dropping needless points. And the second thing, tactics. And I'm not going to go into that because he's your coach, not mine. That's all I'm saying. I'm not slandering the guy. He's got us into a decent position. He's done a very, very good job since coming in. I'm not criticizing what he's achieved so far. But I'm just saying he's your coach, not mine. That's all I'm saying. It is what it is. Oh, everyone is loving Pedro now. Anyway. Love your work, Stel. It helps a lot to understand some things. Thank you. You're welcome, bro. And thank you for being a member. Really appreciate it. And I hope the videos I put out are worth your while. I don't know if Total Green do things like this. I don't really watch much of the Omonoia stuff. I watch it sometimes. Obviously, when Roy's on Total Green, I watch as much as I possibly can. I mean, they're long episodes, to be fair, and my attention span isn't particularly great, as you can probably see. I go off on a tangent, so it's not a disrespect to Total Green, but I can't watch a whole episode. Like my attention span is minimal. It really is. It might be just ADHD. I think it's what it is anyway. I've got signs of it, so I haven't been diagnosed because in the UK, a lot of these GPs get commissioned on medication, apparently, from what I've been told. So I don't want them giving me all sorts of meds and saying, you got ADHD, take this, you feel better. Next thing you know, I fall into depression and I want to kill myself. Anyway, I digress. See, I told you, attention span. I just go off subject. But yeah, so I hope the analysis videos are worth your while. I hope the other videos that we do, even when they're not analysis videos, because we do a lot of therapy shows as well. I want to up the content on the members area, to be fair. There's a lot of ideas that I have, but obviously this is a work in progress, what we're doing. We're just seeing how popular the members area will be. We're gauging whether it's worth adding different content and trying a few things. So anyway, it is what it is. Hey man, I do not support your team, but your football knowledge is superb. Thank you, George Moore. Are you the Salamina fan, by the way? I'm not sure. But thank you anyway for tuning in, bro. I really appreciate it. And it's nice to see fans of other clubs tuning in, whether it be to take the piss out of us or to be part of it. You know, while we are an Omonoia fan podcast, we like the thoughts and views of other people. It's nice to hear from other supporters as well, in all fairness. I encourage it because you kind of see another side of things as well. Because obviously Roy's got his own opinions, Bedrai's got his own opinions, etc., etc. But when you have a fan from another club sharing their thoughts and views on how Omonoia are doing or how we're doing as a pod, it's great. And I've got no problem with it. See, we did a pod, was it last season? I think it was last season with the lads at the Upper World pod, right? Guvenda. And we were slammed. Like people were saying, how can you get Upper World fans on your pod? This is a disgrace. Da, 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 da. And that was a learning curve for me because obviously I'm based in the UK and there are various other pods. There's one called the Big Six where you got an Arsenal fan, a Spurs fan, City, United, Liverpool, and I can't remember which other, Chelsea. And they do it all together. And no one says nothing. It's normal. But then we as an Omonoia fan get an Upper World fan on and people lose their fucking shit. But then again, there is another pod in Cyprus. Yeah, Mbufo's on it. And yeah, then I forget what it's called now. Pedro, you tell me the name of it. I forget what it's called. But it's all Cypriot football fans. There's no problem there. So what's the issue? Anyway, it is what it is. Again, deviating. I don't think there's anyone else putting so much effort in the analysis of a game. Do you mean podcasts or do you mean TV channels? So I'm sure there's a lot of football channels that do it. I know CableNet do it, but yeah, they've got all the graphics. They've got all the... I mean, I'm just using Drive and a free app where I can do lines. That's all it is. Sometimes the basic stuff works. When you overcomplicate something, it makes it shit. But look, CableNet have got the facilities and whatnot. Let them do it. It is what it is. So yeah, I think it's, to be fair, because I know the other guys. I mean, I don't know which pods you're talking about, but obviously with Blue Zone, for example, they don't really go into game analysis like that. They talk about the games and they talk about other things, and they only do one show a week as well, to be fair. And that's because these guys have got other jobs and they've got lives. I don't have a life. I clearly don't have a life. I work from home as well. So obviously, you know, time constraints make it difficult. I'm pretty sure Blue Zone and Lions Den and all these other pods would do analysis videos. And I'm guessing as well, maybe they don't want to use footage because of copyrights and that kind of stuff. And while I'm based in the UK, maybe I'm getting away with it because this is registered to the UK and maybe no one gives a shit about us because we're not getting the big numbers. I mean, if we were getting 15, 16,000 views per episode, I'm pretty sure I'd have Guma knocking on the door. Hey, you cannot use Sida Vision footage on this podcast, okay? You pay. I'm sure that would happen. I'm pretty sure that would happen. And I have someone from CableNet knocking on my door. No do this, Charlie. No do this. It's ours, okay? That's what I'd get. So we're getting like 2,000 views. They don't give a fuck. you know, in all fairness. And the same with This Is Muppa. And This Is Muppa, we fucking rip every fucking game. Every game. And no one's saying nothing to us. And I hope they continue not saying anything to us because it'll kill our content. It really would. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We're just going to ride the storm. Ride the storm. Just ride the crest of a wave, man, until it comes crashing down. Because that's what we've been doing. Let's get it right. For the last 4 years, we've been doing this podcast. We've been riding this fucking storm, man. And nothing's taken us down yet. Nothing. And I've had run-ins with certain people. It is what it is. It is what it is. But, you know, again, it goes back to me, learning curve. You know, I still am learning on the Cypriot culture and how you can and can't do things or should and shouldn't say things. It is what it is. But, you know, like I said, just keep riding that fucking storm. I'm a ride to the motherfucking wheels for life. Right. If you had their resources, you'll do miracles. Inshallah, Andramo. And this is another thing why I have a members area. Because not only are we able to afford to do giveaways, which we're going to try and do more frequently. Yeah. We're going to try and do more frequently these giveaways. But it also helps us buy the StreamYard license, which is like 140 euros a year. It's a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money. So, you know, doing it for 4 years, fucking hell, it's almost 600 quid we spent. It's mad. It's fucking mad. I support your rivals, but you're unbiased as fuck. Kudos. So you're one of them. You're one of them. That's fine. Again, Thasso is one of them. And listen, I try to be balanced, bro. George, I'll be honest with you, there's a couple of Omonoia fan pages or news walls. They rip me to shreds because I don't criticize Baba Stavro as much as I should, or I'm too on the fence. I'm trying to be balanced because I've seen Obadigi, that's the one, that's the pod. Yeah, I've seen other pods, and yes, they do have an element of objectivity, but it's our team. Our fans are the best. Our team is the best. We are this, we're that. We've got history. Blah, 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 blah. I could say the same about my team, but it's repetitive. And I just tell it like it is. If a player isn't performing well, I'll rip him to bits. If the coach is doing well, I'll give him his flowers. And that's how it should be. But unfortunately, it just seems that some people are too afraid to say anything critical about their club because they don't want to upset the club, or they don't want to upset the ultras or the fan base, and they don't want to get criticized on social media. I don't give a fuck about social media. I don't care what people say about me. I've seen videos, memes, you name it, about me. I don't sit there crying about it. In fact, I hit that like button and I just put the laughing emoji because I find them funny. So anyway, look, I'm going to wrap it up because my phone is buzzing. I don't know why my phone is constantly ringing now. It's been non-stop. It's doing my fucking head in. And clearly it's a work issue. So thank you once again for tuning in. Yeah, we did have Manduka. See? We did have Manduka. So once again, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell your nuna. Smash that like button. Join the membership, 99 cents a month. We've got the giveaway tonight for the members. I don't know if Pedro's going to be on, but we've got a lovely, cute spinning wheel, which is going to be a random number generator. And that's it for the analysis. So thank you for tuning in. Until later this evening. Yalla